Okay, this is how it's gonna be today. Short version of this episode, longer version on the same topic next week. Today I'm going to show you the process behind the tutorials that I make. My plan here is to make a new tutorial, which I haven't done for like a couple of months because I've been doing other videos. So I'm going to go through that and speak about what I do and maybe show parts of the screen recording to show it even better. So first of all, I go into notes on the computer, and there I have a note called tutorials, and there I have written down a lot of different ideas on tutorials I want to make. So I'm going to do a Premiere Pro tutorial. I've done 14 of them now, so I want to build up so I have like a little bit more of them. So I found an idea I think I'm going to try out. So the first thing I do is that I search for that idea and see what results I get. And it's how to paste clip on the right track. And what I'm looking at when I'm searching the title is how many similar videos are there? Is there any similar video? And what's the keyword score? And that's something that you can search when you have the tool TubeBuddy, which I have, and I really recommend everyone who wants to grow a bigger YouTube channel to use TubeBuddy. So with that tool, they have something called Tag Explorer, and then I go into that tool, I search for the title, and as you can see under keyword score, it's very good because the search volume is pretty high and the competition is average. So I think I have a good chance to reach out and be the video that people actually click on. And sometimes if it's a bad result, I can try another title, another version of the same problem. But this time we're going with this title, I think. And then the next thing I do is I copy the folder from the last tutorial that I made. So I copied the last tutorial folder, and now I'm going into folder number 1, script. And there I have a pages document where I write down what I'm going to say in the video. So pasting something to the, all you have to do, you want to, or in, as I'm writing, I'm trying to read what I'm writing, so I know which word that I need to pronounce to make it more clear what I mean and what's the like things to focus on in each sentence. Then you select the track where you want to paste it to. Then you select the track. Then you select the track where you want to paste it to. And then I'm looking through the clips that already exist on this subject. So I search them up on YouTube and I see if it's any important stuff that I missed. So just trying to make the best tutorial possible by getting as much information about this problem as possible.
So if you shift click on your video tracks here, on any of them, you'll deselect everything, which means you can easily.
And then at the same time I have a test project in Premiere Pro where I record the tutorials from. So I go into that project, and as I'm learning, I'm trying it out in the project, so I know that like the process, what I'm going to show in which order. All you have to do is to select the clip or clips that you want to copy, either in the timeline or in the project tab. I think that's it actually. Pasting something to the track that you want is easy in Premiere Pro. You can hold down Shift while clicking to select/deselect all tracks. Then when I feel like I'm done, I'm reading through the document, what I've written down. I go through the process of how I'm going to show it, and when I feel comfortable in that, I start the recording. Okay, so now I'm about to start the recording, and what I do when I record is that I read 1 or 2 sentences from the document, and then I switch over to Premiere Pro and I show that part, and then I go back to the document, read the next 2 sentences, go back to Premiere Pro, show that part, and then I just cut between them. And I'm recording this with QuickTime since it's free and it's very easy to do. So I open up QuickTime, I go to File and New Screen Recording. I'm also going to use a mic. So I just use this one. And I use it because it's really cheap. And I just put this in my phone. And then I actually take this on my cup of coffee, like this. And then put it in front of me. So it's pretty basic like this. It's quite good sound actually, and it doesn't need to be more advanced than this, even if I want to have a proper mic, but I need to save some money to buy that.
Like, people don't get it. Get as close to it. People are gonna pay me $200,000 a year to work for me in 5 years. That's what's gonna happen when people understand.
Also, when I record to my phone, I use the Rode app. Record, level looks good on the phone. And then QuickTime, level looks good there. Click to record full screen. Pasting something to the track you want is easy to do in Premiere Pro. Then you select the track where you want to paste it to. Hope this video helped you. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more short tutorials like this. Then I choose the recording on my phone. I go to Share and SoundCloud. And then I choose Format MP3. Downloadable, private. Share with SoundCloud. I feel that this is the fastest way of doing it, even if I can share it to Dropbox and send a link and yeah. Now when I can see the recording on SoundCloud, I go to More and then Download. And since this is tutorial number 14, I name it to 14 Video and 14 Audio. And then I copy it to each folder, the number 2 video and the number 3 audio. And then I open up the Premiere Pro project. So now when we're inside Premiere Pro, this is the last tutorial because I just copied the folder, so I will keep that for now. I will go into the video folder. I will import the video, drag it down, and then I will delete this old one, and I will import the audio. Drag that down and delete the old one. And the first thing I do here is I go to the voice recording, I hit G, and then I go down to normalize all peaks and put it to -3. That's usually pretty good. I select the video and the audio, and then I go to clip and down to synchronize. Now you can see right here that the audio is synced with the video. Because I recorded as I did, that I did something, then changed to Premiere Pro did something, I know that I will have like audio parts and then video parts and then audio parts. So it's easy to just cut between and then take away these things. So it's easier for me in the editing process. Then I use the Q and W, and I use J, K, and L. So J, K, and L to play, speed up, and go backwards. Pasting something to the and then I use Command K to cut, and then Command K again to cut. And make sure you have all the tracks selected so you can cut them at the same time. And then I've done zoom in on A and zoom out on minus, so I can just zoom in and out. And now when I have done this, I can see that the audio starts right here, so I can delete these parts. And after the audio, I show the stuff here in the video. So I can take away that part and that part. I will also not use this part, so I can take away that. And then I'm just going through it like this. And now what you can do is to first hold down Option to select this track and delete that because you don't need it. Now you can select this, hold down Option, press up to move it up, then move this to the start. And here what you can do is to just move the audio parts to the side and then make an in point by pressing I and an out point by pressing O, and then you can go to sequence and close gap, so it will put the parts together. Yes. And then just drag it to the beginning here. And now you can make the small adjustments. So let's see.
Pasting something to the track you want is easy to do.
Okay, here you can see the document. So I'm gonna start after that, right there.
Pasting something to the track you want is easy to do in Premiere Pro. All you have to do is to select the clip or clips that you want to copy.
And this is good because when I'm saying copy, I'm actually pressing copy, so it's good timing. So I will leave it like that.
Then you select the track where you want to paste it to. You can hold up.
And then you see the document again, so you take away that part, move that part. So that looks pretty good. And now I just have to add the beginning and the end and a soundtrack or audio track to it. So the first thing I do is to put the intro and the outro at the right place. And then I adjust the text right here.
Something to the track you want is easy.
I will toggle this off for now.
Track you want is easy to do.
And then put the subtitles there.
Pasting something to the pasting.
And if I want to highlight something in the tutorial, I have like a rectangle here where I like to use. So I just move it down to where I want it to be. And what I want to highlight. And here I want to highlight what I mean by saying the middle, which is between the audio and the first audio track and the first video track. So now I just need to go into Illustrator and update my my graphic, because my YouTube address is not David Lindgren 1989, it's David Lindgren 89. So I will get back to this when I've updated this. Okay, now I got this new graphic. Looks like this. I also got more coffee. So the only thing I miss right now is the graphic up here in the corner with the shortcuts, but I don't think I really need it in this tutorial, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. But I need music, so I'm going to go to artlist.io. And this is probably the best site I have tried for getting music. I started with SoundCloud basically because it's free, but you have to dig deeper and search more to actually find the right tracks and the track that you want. I've tried Epidemic Sound, which is pretty cheap, and you can find a lot of tracks there, but I don't like the interface as much as Artlist, and it's not as good as Artlist in what kind of music that you can find. So if you look at this site, I mean, it's easy to just scroll through the music, and you can see right here how the music will sound basically. So you can play a song and then you can listen to it like that. And the good thing here is that you can search for mood or video theme or genre, instrument. I mean, there's just so much easier on this site. Video theme, I'm doing a tutorial, so maybe I go to education, and then you see it on top here, and then I can add something more. I want to add the mood, want to be uplifting or happy maybe. So now I have these three, and now it gives me the result based on these three options. This works. It's background music and it's instrumental, and that's exactly what I'm searching for. So I just press the add to cart, and then I just go to my cart and check out. And it's as easy as that. And then I just click MP3 to download. It's not too expensive either. I think it's like $200 for 1 full year. And actually, if you click the link that I have in the description below, it's like a part where it says, where do I get my music from? Or something like that. There is a link to Artlist where you can get actually 2 months for free if you're using that link. So if you're interested in getting good free music, you can use that. Now I put the song in the audio folder under music, and then I go back to Premiere Pro and I import that song. And what I do now is I press G and I normalize all peaks, and here I go down pretty low. So as you remember, the voice was at -4, the music is -18 maybe.
Select the clip or clips that you want to cut. Then
it's actually still pretty high, so -22.
you select the track where you want to paste it to. You can hold
-24.
down shift while clicking.
Yeah, that's good. So that's a common problem that I see people that are doing YouTube videos, that the music is always too loud and the voice is too low. So try to have the voice at least 15 decibels higher than the music. And now to edit the music, there is like specific tools for automatically editing the levels, but I usually just go with keyframes. So I hold down Command and then I click to like fade in and fade out stuff. So here, for example, when I start speaking, I want to go down a little bit. So I go down maybe 5 decibels. And then I need to move this back. And what you can do here is you hold down Shift, click one keyframe, another keyframe, and then you can drag it, the 2 keyframes at the same time. And if you hold down Shift while dragging it, you can drag it like sideways, like this. And what you can do now is that if you move this up, now you have these rectangles and the video. If you select them and right click and nest, now it's turned into one clip and you can zoom in and out wherever you want. So
pasting something to the track you want is easy to do in Premiere Pro. All you have to do is to select.
So I like to zoom in at the beginning. So here, maybe I want to have it like 110. Scale and then go back 100. Like that.
Pasting something to the track you want is easy to do in Premiere Pro. All you have to do is to select the clip or...
And then I want to ease in. And I actually changed my workspace to the keyframing workspace. So I have more space up here.
Pasting something to the track you want is easy to do in Premiere Pro. All you have to do is to...
And this is where it starts moving to the tracks. So I'm gonna make a keyframe on position here and on scale. And this is going to be linear.
You can hold down shift while clicking.
So here I want to zoom in. So I actually think this is it. So I just press I and O to select in point and out point, and I drag it to the edges of what I want to export. So now we have a 45-second tutorial on how you can paste clips into the right track. So maybe I can put a card right here, I think it is. And you can see the final result of the video, the tutorial. And then what I do when I export is I press Command M. Command E is in Final Cut. And then the export settings, always H.264. I look at the width and height, should be correct, 1920 times 1080. Frame rate, here it's important to have the same frame rate as you recorded in. And you can see here under source that it says 5994. So that's what it should be in the output as well. Then I go down and check profile high, level 5.1. I don't really need that. 4.2 is good enough. VBR stands for variable bitrate, and I usually have like 16 on both. That's good. It's not too big, but it's good enough quality. And then I use the maximum render quality, and then I just press Q, and here you can see the estimated file size. And even if it's just right now, it's just one video, I still press Q because it's nice to send it to Adobe Media Encoder, so that program can work in the background exporting 1 or 2 or 3 videos. And then I can go back to Premiere Pro and continue to edit. And like now, when I want to make a thumbnail to the video, I maybe want to have a screenshot from the video or something. So yeah, just waiting for Adobe Media Encoder to bounce back to work. And then I just click here the output file to see if I save it in the right place, which should be here under Final Product. And I name it to 014. How to